Brothers and sisters, on September 21st, the Catholic Church celebrates the feast of Saint Matthew, the Apostle and the Evangelist. Matthew was a Jew. He was a tax collector, and as the tax collector, he was considered a sinner by his fellow Jews. He was hated by many. He was hated because he betrayed his own people, his own country, by demanding taxes from his fellow Jews on behalf of Romans. And sometimes he demanded more from his own people than they were supposed to pay. So honestly, brothers and sisters, Matthew was good for nothing in the eyes of his own people, in the eyes of the Jews. The man was good for nothing, was a sinner, now chosen by Jesus to be one of his followers, and even made him as one of his 12 apostles. That was unbelievable. The Pharisees could not believe this. So they raised question to Jesus. How could Jesus choose a sinner like Matthew to be his followers? And even going to his house and eating with sinners. So brothers and sisters, how did Jesus respond to the Pharisees? Matthew, in his gospel, chapter 9, verses 12 to 13, he recorded very good how Jesus responded to the Pharisees. And Jesus said this, "Those who are well have no need of physician, but those who are sick. Go and learn what this means. I desire mercy, not sacrifice, for I came not to call the righteous, but the sinners." So brothers and sisters, Jesus knew, Jesus recognized that Matthew was a sinner. But Jesus called him so that he can change his life from a sinful man to a good man. So brothers and sisters, the great things that from Saint Matthew I think we can learn from him is that he listened to the call of God. When Jesus said to him, "Follow me," he got up and followed Jesus. And then invited Jesus to his home, to his house. So brothers and sisters, the great things what Matthew did is that respond to the call of God. And then he did the great things that he was one of the evangelists. Wrote down what Jesus taught them. Wrote down what he heard from Jesus. Wrote down what he witnesses in Jesus' ministry. So brothers and sisters, when I reflect upon the call of Saint Matthew, I find myself identifying with him No, I'm not a tax collector, nor am I famous for my sins in my community, thanks to be God. But honestly, I'm a sinner. As St. John put it in this way, in his first letter, chapter 1, verse 8. If we say we have no sins, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. If we refuse to admit our own sin, is a delusion, and at the same time is an insult to God. Or in 1 John chapter 1 verse 10 says, if we say we have not sinned, we made him a liar, and his words is not in us. If we claim that we had not sinned, we made Jesus a liar, and of course, his word not in us. So that's why, brothers and sisters, we have to admit that we are a sinner in so many ways. So brothers and sisters, I know I have failed so many times, and so often I have committed sins against Jesus, and even choose in my own way to displease him. So brothers and sisters, as I look at my own call, when Jesus called me to be his disciples, and he has included me in his kingdom, not by the virtue of my own goodness, but as a result of his grace. It is about all his love and his grace to me. So that's why, brothers and sisters, I am grateful. I am filled with humility and gratitude as I consider my own calling. So brothers and sisters, how do you recognize your own calling? When God calls you, would you respond to his call and say yes, like St. Matthew? And more than that, what would you say to Jesus right now regarding your own sin? Finally, brothers and sisters, I thank you for watching this video. And please do not forget to subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Thank you, and God bless you.